tell me what you thought of the first bus we were on.
Dangerous.
Okay, what was dangerous about it? Like, be more specific.
One, crazy fast, turns crazy fast, plus there are cracks on the window indicating there's something happened to this car's windows.
All right, transportation in Merida. My favorite transportation, honestly, is just walking. So anything that is close to my home makes me happy because I can just walk there and not worry about it. Although some concerns for when we hit summer, but right now I think it's very walkable for everyday kind of stuff. So near my place right now, I've got places to eat. I've got places for my grocery shopping, clothes shopping, miscellaneous shopping. I've got a movie theater within walking distance. Did I mention restaurants? Yeah, those are important. So all of those types of things I tend to just walk to. I also have very close to me a bus station. So I have used the bus, I don't know, 6 or 7 times now. Here's what I will say. It costs 8 pesos a person per bus ride. So for me and Alex, that's 16. 16 pesos is very cheap for transportation. So if I only have to take one bus, financially speaking, I would probably prefer to take the bus. And I enjoyed the bus. Alex was a little frightened. The very first bus we got on, of course, was packed. It was jam-packed. We were going to the library and we technically couldn't fit. If we were in the US, the bus driver probably would have told us, no, you can't get on. But of course, he let me. I had to stand on the steps with the doors open just to be able to fit in there. And I think just the way the doors were, he couldn't close them while I was on the steps. It is what it is. Alex was further in, so I didn't have to worry about him falling out, but I had my app, which I'll show you in a minute, for where I was going, and I had it open, so one hand is holding the app, the phone, and the other hand is holding on for dear life as I'm swaying, going all over the place. So for me, I enjoyed it. It really reminded me of driving in Italy, and I don't know, it was exciting. I loved driving in Italy. I felt like every time I went to work, it was an adventure. I survived the roller coaster. I don't know, it was thrilling. Alex, not so much, but he has gone on several of them. That was the only one where we've ever had to stand that close to the door. Normally we get a seat, so it's never been that bad. Oh, second one is much better. Also AC, did you notice AC in the first one?
No.
Cool. So this one has AC. We get to sit down.
The other one was also kind of an adventure, just grabbing onto a pole for my life.
Yes, it was definitely exciting. So this one's a little more, I guess, what I expected. So we're doing good.
But again, if I'm gonna pay 8 pesos a person, if there's only one bus, then it's gonna be 16 pesos. You're never gonna find, I don't think, an Uber at that price. You might. I've never paid an InDriver that low. So I guess in theory, maybe you could, but there you have it. If, however, and most places, I have to take 2 buses to get there, and now we're at the 32 peso mark. And quite frankly, there's a lot of places I can go for 32 pesos in Uber, which means that I could pay less with InDriver. So let's talk about those two. Uber is probably my favorite way of getting to places that I cannot walk to because the app is reliable, it's convenient. I don't have to pay cash, although I could if I wanted to. I could also tip in cash, or I can tip on the app. And it's just a very user-friendly app. Where am I at? Where do I want to go? Boom. I can also schedule a ride for a future time and have a reminder sent to me like, hey, your driver's on his way. You might want to get your shoes on. So just Uber is super friendly. With InDriver, you have to pay in cash, and I feel like I have to pay like the exact change. Bus driver, by the way, will give you change. He's got plenty of change to give you. You can pay him with bills, no big deal. InDriver, I feel like if I don't pay cash, he might not have the change. And just keep in mind that the InDriver driver is probably also an Uber driver. So it's not like he only does InDriver. He's probably taking advantage of multiple apps for his income. In terms of the actual ride itself, I've been told that InDrivers are worse. Honestly, yeah, I haven't had any bad experiences with InDriver or with Uber, so I kind of feel like they're very similar, they're comparable, and I don't mind the ride itself or the promptness. What I don't like about InDriver, the cool thing about InDriver is that you can bid. So the process I have to go through, because I don't fully understand the prices here yet, I don't have it memorized, is I have to first go to Uber, figure out how much it'll cost me to get from A to B on Uber, and then I have to go to InDriver, and if I want a deal, which is really the only reason to use it, then I have to put a suggested price in, right? Hey, I want to pay you 32 pesos, which I've done actually specifically because I wanted to match the price of the bus. So 32 pesos, and then you'll either get somebody that accepts it or you'll get some counter offers. Somebody might say, hey, 35 pesos, 40 pesos, whatever, and you have to like bargain. And usually when I'm going somewhere, I'm just not in the mood to bargain. Like it's not what I want to do. So again, I find it a little bit annoying. There's also a time delay because you're wasting that time bargaining by just clicking and going. Okay, so here's the Move It app. You just type in where you want to go and it'll tell you kind of your options. So my current location, I'm going to the library. These are the different options that I have for the ride. I pick one and it lets me know the map, where I am, where I'm going. And then as I scroll down, I can see, when's the next bus going to be. So I've got 9:55, 9:57, 10:21, just to let me know how long of a wait I might be looking at. And it also tells me the name of the bus. So this one is 70 TAC 120. But of course, if I don't know what the name of that bus is, I have to then go to the Move It app, which I'll do in a second. Or sorry, the website, and then it's got a list of all the different buses. So, okay, so then I just scroll down to the particular bus I care about, figure out what it's really called, and then that's what I should see on the actual bus. So it's not going to say the number, it's just going to say the common name that's listed here. And I freaked for a second because I couldn't see any of the tax, but then at the bottom I found all the tax and we were good. Okay, so the other thing I liked is that on the map it tells you where you're going. The little circles tell you where the bus stops are, and the blue cone lets me know that I'm going in the right direction in case I'm like, I don't know, is this the right bus? Did I get on the wrong thing? This lets me know that I'm going exactly where I want to go, so I don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, so this is just going on to Uber, and I am going to figure out how much it costs to get from where I'm at to where I'm going, 78.97 pesos. I always get the cheapest one because why not? Then in InDriver, I have to type in the same, address information, and I can choose. So I'm going to lowball with 50, and you can see that I've got one person that offered to drive me for 65, still lower than Uber. Sometimes I get the exact same price that I bid for, sometimes it's a little higher, and you can just choose it or not choose it, depending. So the end result is, yeah, we're Uber people, although if it's only going to be one bus ride, I definitely don't mind because the bus stop is so close to my home.